Hello, hi, I'm back. We are so close. We are on day 29. One more video before we conclude the 30-day video challenge. If you're here for the first time, I'm Selena at Sunny Sage 11. Thank you so much for being with me for this video. If you've been here with me in the previous videos for the 30-day challenge, thank you so much. Yeah, we are here and it is June 11th as I record this video, which actually June the 11th marks 2 months before my birthday, which is on August the 11th. So that's exciting. It's coming up. I don't have any plans because I feel like, I don't know, like life always changes like for me at unexpected moments. Who knows what August will look like for me. But I'm looking forward to something amazing. I will just say that. I have confidence that something amazing is going to happen. So here I am, and for this video, I got some journals in the mail yesterday. I ordered from Amazon about a week and a half ago, and they finally came. And when I got them, I was like, I want to do a video talking about journals because I've been journaling since I was like 10. I think at the age of 10 was like the first time I kept a journal. At that age, I called it a diary, but at some point I just started saying journals. So I'll show you what they look like, which it's like a 3-pack set. And I've been ordering this particular style of journals since like, I think 2020 or so. What I like about it, and I don't know who the manufacturer is. I think it's different manufacturers, but they make the same sort of style. But it has like this elastic band, so if you want to like secure it, or you could use it as like a bookmark, so maybe you're journaling up to a certain point and you can like mark it on the page. What I like the most, I believe, are these pockets in the back. So if you want to like stick some paper in here, or maybe you want to write, if you're someone who likes to write down some affirmations, some goals, or maybe whatever's on your heart and you want to like stow it away in these pockets, that's one thing that I love, because what I'll do is I'll often look back at some of my previous journals, the ones that I have with these pockets, and I'll pull out, some goals that I wrote down just to kind of see how am I living or embodying those goals that I wrote down. It's kind of like these little mini notes to self, which I'll pause for a second. If you are resonating and connecting with my voice, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I love to grow this community and just see how my voice can take off on YouTube and spreading a positive message to those who need it. And yeah, I wanted to come in when I actually got in from work about 40 minutes ago. So I still have on my work blazer, which I'm liking the color. I think I want to get some additional prints and colors from this particular designer from Amazon as well. So I'm so glad Amazon ships to Korea, because there are certain things in my size that are difficult to get in Korea. I'm good with buying like tops, but certain like fashions and styles and colors and prints, it's good to have that extra option on Amazon. So I really appreciate that. But I wanted to come on and just talk about journaling. Do you journal? If so, how long have you been a journaler? Journaler? Does that work? But someone who journals. And for me, I don't necessarily journal every single day. I would say at least weekly. And I often journal in the morning. I think that is like a ripe time for me to like put my thoughts on paper. I also, occasionally I keep like dream journals. Speaking of dream journals, I have kept some of the journals that I started, many, many years ago. I didn't keep all of them when I was getting ready to leave Ohio. I did have to make the decision of which journals do I keep. There were some where as I read back at them, I was like, I've kind of healed through that. I don't want to open those pages and revisit that phase of life. So I did shred a certain number of journals, but there were some that I wanted to keep. And the ones that I knew I wanted to keep were the journals that I had when I was living in Spain as a university student. And here's actually one of them. It's all the way from 2008. how old was I? I was 21. Yeah, I was 21 years old, and this journal had a mixture of like dream entries and also just like day-to-day entries. So yeah, I think that was like the first time I started like writing down dreams that I was having. And I noticed like the more I was writing like about my dreams, the more I kept having like vivid dreams at night. I don't know, it's like my brain was like, oh, you're gonna write down this dream, so we're gonna give you a very vivid dream when you go to bed. So I think I currently have a dream journal, but I haven't written many dreams in it, I think, since maybe the past couple weeks. But when I find myself running out of space, I like to often like separate my dream journals from my like day-to-day or week-to-week journals. But my current journal has a mixture of the dream entries with the day-to-day entries, but now that I have some new journals, I have 3 blank journals, I can now separate my dreams. So are you someone who also writes down their dreams in their dream journal? If you do, comment below. Yeah, so I think for me, journaling has always been a way for me to just like let out what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. As a kid, I didn't have sisters growing up, I had brothers. But for me, like journaling is something that I connected with because it was a way for me to have my own space of where to put my private thoughts and feelings and aspirations and dreams. Actually, another journal that I also dug up that I brought with me. This one was from 2007. And this, for me, this stands out because this was the journal that I kept prior to actually going to Spain, my first international experience. So it's kind of like the me before I went abroad for the first time. And I have a page where I wrote down like a packing list of what I wanted to take with me to Spain. And the study abroad office on my campus was helping me like prepare myself for the trip, for the journey. And I wrote a list of like all the things that were coming to mind and things that they suggested that I should bring with me. And I was like putting check marks next to all the things that I was putting in my suitcase as I got them. So I had like, this one looks like mostly clothing. So I guess this was my clothing packing list. So I had like blouses, a straw hat, tennis shoes. I'm from the Midwest, so I said tennis shoes, but I know sneakers is the other word in other parts of the US. Dressy casual shoes, because one thing that one of the advisors in the office told me was, well, when you go to Spain, you want to have like some casual shoes, like people kind of dress a little more like casual, and you're gonna want to have a nice pair of like black casual shoes to wear, not just your sneakers. You want to have some nice shoes to wear. And that was something that I made sure to put on my list. But yeah, this journal was like the spring, summer of 2007 before I left. And yeah, it's just interesting to see how I was preparing for the journey. And I even wrote in here, because at this time, this was before like, apps for like sending money, like how do you remit and send money abroad, or how do you, get your currency. I had a bank account as a college student, but what I did back then was actually ordered currency on, I forgot what website, but I actually ordered euros. They were delivered to my house, and I had my euros ready before I went to Spain. So that was pretty cool to do. I ordered currency. And that, yeah, it's just interesting just how things have changed. Like the way I live abroad now is so different because of all the different technology. At this time, like Skype was the best way to like call internationally to your family if you wanted to like, talk with them inexpensively, which I guess RIP to Skype. Skype is now gone. So Skype had a decent run, but now it's run its course. But yeah, I think that I just wanted to get on briefly to talk about my journals. It's been a way for me to just get out what I'm feeling, when I have good days or not so good days. Today was one of those days. I'm, looking forward to just like freshening up with a nice, shower, just to kind of relieve myself from the day, and just wake up tomorrow with a new set of hopes and dreams. So we have those days, and I wanted to get on camera to share these new journals. So I think I go through at least 3 journals maybe once every 6 months. The last set of journals I ordered was in November, so now it's June. So I guess every 6 to 7 months, it looks like it. So depending on what I'm writing and how fast I'm writing. But if you write in a journal, I'd love to know how journaling has helped you. Do you save your journals as well, or do you kind of, discard them? I don't know what I'll do with these. I think what motivates me to keep certain journals is like, when I pass on, would these be journals that I would be okay with someone coming across if they were to read them and be like, oh, this is a journey inside of her world. So these would be journals that I would be okay with someone reading when the day comes that I, transition on. So thank you for watching. We've got one more video. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do in that last 30-day video. So it's coming soon, and I know this is like June 11th. I started the challenge, I think like May 8th or May 7th or something. So we're kind of a little over the 30-day hump, but bear with me. I do appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a great day. And also, as I'm recording this, it's June 11th. There is a full moon, so if you are able to see the moon and feel the light coming from the moon, to enjoy it, to look at its beauty. Yeah, I saw it better last night. Tonight, it's like the clouds were covering it, so it was kind of hazy. But last night, the moon was so beautiful as I was walking back to my apartment from the subway station. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the moon. See its beauty. And yeah, I think maybe I'll do a journal entry before I go to bed. Yeah. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.